Did anyone else go through a phase when they were young when they wanted to become a pilot? I certainly did. Well, up until I realised what the requirements were, both academically and physically. Unfortunately, I had neither the brains nor the brawn to do what it takes to become a pilot, and to be honest, I'm much too anxious a flyer now. It's for the best, really. However, my interest in flying never waned regardless, and I can still imagine the excitement of being a pilot. The thrill of the airplane powering up its engines, releasing the brake and hurtling down the runway until the pilot pulls back on the stick. People, cars, buildings become smaller, clouds become closer, the sky becomes a slightly darker shade of blue at 35,000 feet. It goes against the nature of our species, and it's a testament to the relentless pursuit of science that we're able to soar upwards into the sky, albeit mechanically, and land safely at our chosen destination. Thankfully, however, there's a cheaper, more accessible way we can live out our childhood dreams of being a pilot. Enter Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Yes, the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 was met oddly with quite some fanfare on its release. To my memory, much more than any previous flight simulator, and I say oddly, as this is not the latest FIFA, Call of Duty, or AAA title in which a protagonist wields an almighty sword. No, this is first and foremost a simulator. You only have to type in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 to see how popular it currently is with YouTubers, both respected flight simmers and casual gamers alike. And if I had to attribute its popularity to just one aspect, it would certainly be the satellite imagery used from Bing Maps to generate a world that's not perfect, but very, very recognisable. This then has led to a number of gamers unfamiliar with flight simulators jumping in and hoping to take off virtually in a world that has seen the actual airline industry struggle due to COVID-19. At its core, it can seem like a tricky beast to get started with, and that will no doubt fill some with anxiety. After all, this is a simulator designed in such a way to offer relative parity with the Boeing 747-800. But my experience with this game so far is one that's reasonably accessible, depending on what aircraft you choose first, of course. If you're anything like me, you might be tempted to jump straight in to said 747. Try to land it on a runway that's much too short, in the middle of nowhere, in conditions that can be best described as summer in the UK, which usually ends in complete rain-soaked tragedy. But this is part of the experience, part of the experimentation process that this title affords us, part of the fun. This then leads me on to the crux of this video, and the reason I think it's one of the most significant advancements in gaming for quite some time. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is one of the best experiences I've had in recent times, and as a result, reaffirm my connection with gaming as a form of entertainment and escapism, something I feel no book or film can match. To sum up this experience in just one sentence, Eurogamer went on to say, Microsoft Flight Simulator is a once-in-a-generation wow moment. I can't remember the last time I started up a game just for the sake of relaxation by exploration, but Flight Simulator 2020 offers this on a literal global scale. What the experience what flying around the Himalayas is like? You can find something odd on Google Maps at 2 AM, get out of bed at the expense of feeling tired the next day, drop the coordinates into the game and find out for yourself. Ever wondered what that little island off Japan is like? Let's go check it out. Wherever you decide to go, enter it into the interface, and you're there before you can say the word overspeed. Speaking of the interface, it's a rather elegant, clear and simple to use affair. Configure to your heart's content. Choose your aircraft, departure and arrival airport, and tweak the weather settings and time of day. I was simply not ready for the spectacle of watching the sun set through partial clouds while trying to land in Donegal on the west coast of Ireland, even with my fairly underpowered graphics card. It just continues to visually impress, time and time again, flight after flight, discovery after discovery. I find myself itching for just one more go. There's joy to be found in aimlessly flying around the globe, not worrying about high scores, achievements, or connecting with others in a typical battle royale fashion. No, in a world of shooters and loud noises, Asobo and Microsoft have created a beautiful thing and really captured the peace and tranquility of flight and the astonishment of discovery. A mile of highway will take you a mile of runway will take you anywhere. Few games have ever produced this feeling of awe for me, and fewer games are likely to, as my childhood wonderment becomes a mere speck. Flight Simulator 98, EF 2000, and even Pilotwings 64 all have a special place in my heart, but they have been far, far surpassed by what is on offer in Flight Simulator 2020. And I expect this to be a title that offers me a supreme level of replay value for years to come. I'm less competitive when I game now, and I'm more likely to invest my time in a game that offers me escapism through incredible storytelling, or even a simulation that allows me to explore the world in ways that have never been done before. With Microsoft's continued support, and the support of the mod community, I'm genuinely excited for the future of this simulator. No other game has offered me a level of escapism like Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 has. Now you'll have to excuse me, I'm currently due to depart Belfast International. My destination, who knows? But I know I'll be having fun searching for one.